everybody? Here we are, day four. Day four of our mission. Our mission to really get into the meat and potatoes of what we need to do to address and bring light to the topic of veteran suicide. Um, that's the whole reason I got into this. I've seen the 22 push-up a day challenge floating around for a while now, and I always said to myself, man, there's an opportunity to make a difference there. There's an opportunity to take something trendy, something people are doing, getting a, I'm sure to a certain degree for themselves, getting a little excuse to get some push-ups in, which is always good for you. Um, and hopping on the trend, making the video of yourself doing it. And I saw that as an opportunity to really shine some light onto a very important topic, something that's affected me personally, something that's affected a lot of people I know personally. And I think it's very important, and I think it's something we can't shy away from. I'm a little subdued today due to more recently a little stupidity on my part that resulted in me taking a shot to the head where I dropped a piece of steel on my head, compressed my neck a little bit, and just years of being beat up and dating back to my time in the Army, as documented with the VA. I've got a long history of neck issues that oftentimes result in migraines. And I would be lying to say that there wasn't at points this evening where I'm like, man, I don't think I can do it today. But that's the point. The point is moving past the things that make us uncomfortable talking about this topic, the things that make us uncomfortable with sharing when we need help. So I certainly can't let something that's going to make me uncomfortable be the reason I don't address this tonight, that I skip a night, that I step away from our mission and put it on the back burner because we can't do that. We've been putting it on the back burner for too long. We've been making excuses for not bringing this topic forward. We find reasons to not talk about our issues as veterans when we need help. We make excuses for not reaching out when we know people are struggling. We make excuses. And that's why this problem continues. And I'm not going to do that. So here I am tonight, like I said, a little subdued, so hopefully this will be a little shorter than some of my filibusters. But I gotta tell you, I'm proud of everybody. We're Wednesday midday, I put together the actual fundraiser portion of this because I had already been offered money that it was way blown away by the generosity of people who want to commit to this cause. And here it is Friday, and we already got $1,000 built up, and that's amazing. I'm impressed. I'm blown away. I'm gonna be transparent about it. The closer we get to that goal, I'm gonna hike it up. We started at 2,000. If we're at 1,000 in 2 days, baby, sky's the limit. This is something that could potentially save lives, and you all are doing a fantastic job of contributing and helping out. And like I've said before, if you can't donate, volunteer. Reach out to somebody you know who's struggling. If you're struggling, reach out to me. Reach out to somebody and ask for that help. Push that pride aside. There's never anything wrong with asking for help. Ever. And I know we get caught up in our pride and we get caught up in our illusion of how we need to present ourselves to the world. But forget that. I guarantee you, any one of your friends or family members who find out you're struggling would much rather spend hours on the phone with you in the middle of the night or travel a distance to come get you than have to attend your funeral and feel like they failed you. I want everybody to take a minute through these videos and not just listen to me talk, but think of your own experiences. Think of somebody you know who served. And think how you would feel if they did take their own life. And if you're a service member or an ex-service member, a veteran, and you're having that moment, and you're thinking about it, take a minute and think about what you would do or say if it were somebody else. Take yourself out of the equation. What would you say to your buddy if it were him or her? What would you say if it was your family member in your shoes? Would you tell them to give up? Fight the fight. The fight is never over. That's unfortunately, what we signed up for. We didn't know that at the time. It's not in the fine print. Hey, you're going to deal with lifelong trauma. You're going to struggle. But it is what it is. And we can't give up. Because it's not just about us. It's still about our brothers and sisters to the left and right of us. We have to stay strong for them. Because right now you may be struggling. Right now you might be really in the dark place, really falling down a hole. But one day you're going to raise yourself up, and one day you can be there for somebody else who's in that position. But you can't be if you quit now. Take yourself out of the equation. Think if it were somebody else. I know that's hard. I know that's hard when you're in the darkest of spots. But I have faith in you. And for those of you who have somebody who needs help, I have faith in you too. I know it's hard to find a way into that conversation. I know it's hard to start that conversation. I know it's hard to ask, particularly if we put up that wall. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Or, oh yeah, nothing happened. Oh no, I'm cool. I'm not one of those guys. We're all those guys. Chisel away at that wall until you can get in there. We're all in this together. Okay, so money is being raised for Mission 22. Again, I want to bring them to light. A good organization, bringing awareness, education, and help in the realm of suicide prevention, suicide hotlines, help finding jobs, psychological guidance, everything a person could hope for out of an organization. They're doing it. We're going to help them out. And you guys are, again, just doing a fantastic job of pitching in. And I'm making these videos every day. And for me, the push-ups are kind of just, they were the way in. They were the way to get my foot in the door. It's really about this conversation. So I invite anybody who's watched these, who's contributing, who has anything they want to say, reach out to me. I'll share it. I can be as vague or anonymous as you want. If you want to engage in a conversation with me, please do. Give me advice on how to make these more watchable. I get it. I prattle on quite a bit. Anything we can do to keep this ball rolling. I don't want to stop. We're picking up steam, and we're going to make a change. We're going to do it together. So tonight, keep liven it up, a little bit of a story. So the area we were in, we dealt with a lot of different nations, militaries. Again, told a story about the Italians, but we also have private contractors around quite a bit. Again, statute of limitations. I think most everybody involved is now out of the Army, so hopefully nobody gets in trouble, which is why I don't use names. So me and the boys, a fifth squad, went out, and we met up with a handful of private security guys and some Brits, and basically did a weapons exchange kind of day where we got the opportunity. We fired the AK-47 that the private contractors were using. We fired I believe it was the SA-80 that the Brits were carrying, which fired the same round as our M16. They got to fire ours. Particularly, I remember this moment. I had one of my guys up on the firing line. He did an exchange with a Brit. He's pointing the weapon downrange. Actually, yep, that's right. He was left-handed. It's awkward for me. I'm right-handed, so he's lined up downrange. And for those who don't know, the SA-80 is a bullpup design, and you don't need to know a lot about guns to understand this, but on the M16, you got pistol grip, trigger, magazine. The action happens in the middle of firing off the round. Okay. So on the British weapon, it's the exact opposite. So you got the trigger mechanism, the magazine's back here. Things are happening back here. Well, He draws up, takes his, lines up his target, and all of a sudden this British guy I'm talking to goes, "Hey, you gotta stop your mate, boy. He's gonna catch one in the grill." What? What are you saying? In the moosh, mate. He's gonna catch one in the teeth. Like, what are you talking about? You can't shoot that lefty. Just as he's pointing this out, and I think about the mechanism of this rifle, sure enough, kid squeezes the trigger, round fires, case kicks out of the rifle, boom, bounces right off his freaking teeth. Takes that one shot, calm as can be, hands it back. I'm done. No real damage. More pride than anything else. Split his lip, I believe. Didn't even chip his tooth, but little shot to the pride. But yeah, just thought I'd share, again, just a little something, lighten the mood a little bit, share a little bit of my experiences. All right. So again, apologize, this one's not the most entertaining video. I'm rambling on a lot. I have a bit of a migraine, so let's get down to business. I will do better tomorrow. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Not the most comfortable. A lot of blood to the head. Really kind of accentuated some things. But we're working through discomfort. Working through the discomfort of this topic. We're not going to make excuses. We're going to make changes.